There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing on this momentous occasion? It's a celebration. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Shantia Lewis. I am the Alderwoman of the New Ninth. And I am just elated to be here as we are about to sign this into law. So it was really important for me to do this, to sponsor this legislation, because as I'm teaching my children, and as many others are teaching their children to understand the true history of our country, of our nation, it was important for me to have the conversation about Columbus Day and Native American history. Just because we focus on one culture doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about all of them. And so I felt it was really important, and that was one of the reasons why I brought my kids with me that day, so that they could see it and be a part of that momentous moment. And so the hope is that we, in the state of Wisconsin, now that we have all levels of government in the city of Milwaukee and the state, no longer focusing on Columbus Day and the colonization of the Western Hemisphere, but now talking about the truth and talking about recognizing the Native American people that were here and the legacy and their contributions to this country and what made us so great. And so I felt that it was necessary that we at the City of Milwaukee made that a historical moment. And so today we are going to be witnessing that a continuation of that moment, but making it concrete so that from now on we can celebrate the Indigenous Peoples Day in lieu of Columbus Day. So I'm really excited about that. And for that, I will turn it over to the mayor, turning it over here, right, to open it up. There we go.
Good afternoon. I'm truly honored. It's truly an honor for me to be here today. I'm Representative Darren Breniger of the Great Ho-Chunk Nation. I'd like to thank Mayor Barrett and the Milwaukee Common Council for their recognition and support for the Milwaukee Native American community in proclaiming Milwaukee's Indigenous Peoples Day resolution. Thank you. The city called Milwaukee is known to the Ho-Chunk people as Deshishik. Deshishik is part of our ancestral territory, and today we continue to have a strong Ho-Chunk community here. We have a community branch office that services our members. We offer a variety of services to them. These services include youth programs, elder services, and community outreach to our tribal constituents in the Milwaukee area. This office serves as a conduit to our tribal headquarters in Black River Falls. We also, during the past 4 years, former Representative Shelby Byzantine and the Ho-Chunk Nation Housing Program have continued to make great strides in this area to provide housing, affordable housing for our tribal members. During the last 4 years, we've purchased over 30 units for our members in this area because we have such a strong presence here. I want to say thank you to the community members who play an active part in this city and continue to keep our rich culture and history alive. Thank you for this honor and for all the tribal nations that reside here in Deshishik. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Darren. Having you representing the Ho-Chunk Nation, we really appreciate your remarks. I also want to thank Alderwoman Lewis as well as Alderman Kovac and Alderman Perez for being co-sponsors of this resolution. As you can see, or maybe you don't realize that, Alderman Lewis, Alderman Perez, and Alderman Kovac are from distinctly different parts of the city. And I think that that's important. It tells you that what this resolution does is it actually brings together different parts of the city to recognize the importance of Indigenous people and specifically our Native American population. I also want to thank Keita Smith from Unite MKE for her leadership with this legislation. There are 11 federally recognized tribes in the state of Wisconsin, and Milwaukee is proud to be home of the highest number of natives in the state. about 80% of whom reside in 53204 and 53215. And we're proud to be the home of Native Americans in this community. We're proud of the involvement. We're proud of the families that are here. And we want people to know, and this is echoing what Alderwoman Lewis said, we want people to know that this community embraces all nationalities, all backgrounds, all races, because we believe that it's all races and all nationalities that create the mosaic that is Milwaukee. And for me, it's a sign of respect to say we appreciate your history, we appreciate your presence, both in terms of population and what you're doing in our community right now. And we want to be viewed as a city that brings people together and does not separate people. And at this time in our nation's history, I think it is extremely important that political leaders speak out on that issue, because I think we all recognize that in Washington, D.C., we have a president who seeks to divide people rather than to bring people together. And I think one of the best ways to bring people together, again, is to honor our history, to talk about our history in ways that reflect all of the realities that have occurred, and to make sure that everyone knows that we are a city that has grown up as a multiracial, a multi-ethnic community, and that to me is our strength. So I'm honored to sign this file today, and I want to thank all of you for being here. This is the people's house, and as I often say, this is the one government building where you can come in and you can have access to your elected officials, because we are closest to the people, and I'm proud of that as well. So again, to the alderwoman, to the both aldermen who are here, to Darren, to Keita, and to all of you, thank you for being here, and let's make this a reality. Thank you.
Yeah.